Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, middle of the week, middle of it all. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by today. And going to start off the show today. We're going to talk a little bit about vehicles and your health. Came across two stories, just coincidence that this happens. Two stories related to your health that have something to do with cars. And I'm not talking about car wrecks. I'll tell you about this. They're interesting. One that we probably all share pretty much. And then if I can work it in, study out of Penn, University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine, dealing with good cholesterol, your HDL. Talk about that. Maggie Johnle from Renew Life will be along. Stephen Armstrong is here. Josh is here, producers for my show. And you're there, and we try to get you here by any means possible. And we give you a phone number you can call, 877-897-8255. Please use that number. Call the show. Now I notice a little trend. We have people listening who hear about new things. Some of these things I don't even know about. And they come across them and they call up and they ask and they share. And we like that. It's all about learning, right? So 877-897-8255. Call. And we connect you any way we can. As I said, if you go to letstalknutrition.com, you can listen to the show there too on your smartphone, tablet, or computer. You can also watch it. The show streams, and everything's on demand. You can go back and listen at a more convenient time. People are busy, you know. And you can listen and watch on demand. You can listen on demand by clicking on show schedule. Viewing on demand is right there on the home page. There's a virtual library of information there, all kinds of guests from all over the place talking about everything. Yeah, we cover the bases. I don't know. Stephen, is your commute to work, what's that like for you?
Annoying at times.
How long does it take you?
It depends. I have to go over a lot of train tracks, and there's some construction areas as well, so it could take me anywhere from the quickest getting here, about 25 minutes, to 45 to close to an hour, depending on traffic, trains, and all that headache.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Turns out my drive into work is, okay, let's see if you all can relate to this. There's a 15-minute window, literally, it's about a 15-minute window. If I leave the house later than 6:15, I'm in for a lot of trouble. Anytime from 4:30 on, it's all good. It's all good. It's a bullet train in. But after that, it's an adventure. You just don't know. So since I moved, here in Tampa Bay area, there's this interstate called I-4. I-75 connects to I-4. I used to take I-275 into the station. And if you were doing 80 on I-275, that was pretty fast, and you were passing cars. Doing 80 on 75 or I-4, it's like you're slowing things down. I've had people passing me they got to be doing 100. And this is like, what? And it is it can be a very stressful ride. If I'm running late or for whatever, I'm up early, 4:30, and you work at the house a little bit, get prepared, you have to continue that. I have another couple of hours in producing the show. So you're trying to time all this stuff, right? But that drive-in, man, I tell you, it can be and where you really start to, for me, that stress, digest my stomach. You can just feel the pressure. And it's people, the thing to remember is that you're not the only one under stress. And when under stress, the dominant response emerges. For some people, it's like they were let out of a mental institution. They're crazy, take terrible risk. Other people under stress tend to be maybe overcautious. So it's a mixed bag of stuff, right? Of behavior. And it can be perilous. And I mean perilous. You know this, driving in. Well, this is all by way of telling you that out of the University of Montreal, a study's coming out, that came out, and it's trending today, and they're talking about the length of your commute, the distance, and means how you get there are stress factors. No kidding. Which can lead, they said, to burnout. You haven't even gotten to work yet, right? And the research, they said there were no big surprises here. The bigger the city, the more stressful the commute, they said, at least for people traveling by car. Now, people commute in other ways, and they commute in other places. There are rural areas, and then the people will do carpooling and other things. And all this business about riding the bike to work, please. I mean, ride a bike to work? It would better be close and it better be safe. Get on a road on a bicycle with people under stress driving automobiles, I'll pass. You don't need to exercise that much. If you need to exercise that much, then forget about it, because you're putting your health at risk and your life at risk. And these guys in the study apparently agree with me. But they said the commuting length, the distance, and how you get there are the stressors. And Dr. Barrick headed up this study. He said a correlation, Annie, by the way, Ms. Dr. Barrick, a correlation should exist between commuting stress factors and a likelihood of suffering from burnout. But their importance varies according to the individual, the conditions in which their trip takes place, and the place where the individual works. Now, she's out of Canada, and they took a look at rural and urban regions of Quebec in terms of commuting patterns, including types of transport, car, subway, bus, bike, and so on. If we had rapid transit in this city, I would take it. And years ago, I was involved in a piece of research involving the city and I was part of there's a huge research team, engineers. We were the survey part. We did the survey, and we found out that people wanted rapid transit. They would pay for rapid transit, but guess what? They wouldn't use the rapid transit. It was for everybody else but them. They still wanted to drive their car into work. If we had trains and elevated rapid, whatever, ground or L's, I would take it. Definitely. But nevertheless, it can be stressful. And for some people who carpool, it's even more stressful for them because they're not driving and they give up the control to somebody else and they sit there on pins and needles the whole way. So I don't know. People, she said, commuting towards rural areas or even suburban areas feel less stressed out. That makes sense. Carpooling, she said, reduces the passenger commuter's sense of control, which has caused them more stress. Just what I said before they even arrived at work. So whatever you saved in gas, you're going to spend on doctor bills because of the stress. It is there have been mornings, honestly. You've had those mornings, right? Close calls. It's sometimes just luck, good or bad. Driving to work and burnout. I'm not even talking about getting to the job. And then there's traffic noise. There's another story trending about traffic noise in your health. Be right back.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at NordicNaturals.com.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm a busy mom, always on the go. Whether it's for business, pleasure, errands, or carpools, I don't have much downtime, so I really appreciate the convenience of Ultimate Flora RTS Probiotics from Renew Life. RTS stands for room temperature strains, which means they're probiotics that don't require refrigeration. They're packaged in handy on-the-go blister packs, so they can travel with me anywhere. I take an Ultimate Flora RTS Women's Probiotic every day to support my feminine health. And my husband enjoys the convenience of Ultimate Flora RTS Daily Probiotic to support immune health and promote digestive balance. Both have 15 billion live probiotics in each capsule. And all Ultimate Flora RTS probiotics have once-a-day delayed release capsules and guaranteed potency until the expiration date. Experience the convenience of Ultimate Flora RTS probiotics today. Available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. If you just tuned in, I was reporting on a story that's trending this morning about a study where they took a look at commuting and how it's so stressful that they're now in this one study, in this particular study, they're connecting it to burnout. And it can be an adventure, and I'm sure there are more than a few people listening and watching the show that can relate to this. And for me, if it's again about a 15-minute window, and if you miss it, you're stuck. But I'm up early enough; I usually don't miss it. I'm up pretty early, and for me, the window it's got to be before 6:15. After 6:15, you're done. You just can count on a long ride and a stressful one. Before that, pretty good. Leave at 5 a.m., it's pretty good, at least for me. And now for some, and I lived in California, you talk about stress. L.A., try that on for size. Try to go to work with that. And a 2-hour commute, no big deal. No big deal. That's common. 2 hours. I'm talking about one way. Very common. Thanks, but no thanks. Well, another traffic story, if you will, vehicular story related to our health. This study comes out of the Occupational Environmental Medicine, was published in that journal, and it was in Stockholm, Sweden. There was over 5,000 people involved in the study, and what they were interested in was road traffic noise, of all things. And I don't know if they had a hypothesis or a research question going into this, because it was a part of a bigger, there's a pretty famous study that's gone on in that part of the world. It's a diabetes study, and it's called Stockholm Diabetes Prevention Program. It was 1992 to 1998. And they had data. They took data. They had data from then, but then they also had data between 2002 and 2006. So, at least as I understand it. And so, what they found out, I don't know if it was happenstance or they just collected a bunch of data and then they saw this correlation. Oftentimes that happens. You'll collect data for one purpose of a study. I've done this myself. You have certain research questions or hypotheses or both, and then you're collecting a bunch of data, and then all of a sudden you find other correlations that you didn't expect, and it leads to a different study and whatnot. But here they found some connection between road traffic noise and the gaining weight around the middle, the visceral fat. I mean, I would have never put those two together necessarily. I understand. And they were pretty careful about how they collected the data with these people. Now, you might wonder, how would they collect data on noise traffic levels and then whether or not these people ended up with bigger circumference around the waist? I could get into the details. I looked at that. I was curious, but they were careful, and they did it. I think they did it in a very sensible way, and it makes sense how they did it. They were able to track noise levels for the period of time. Then they collected extensive questionnaire data from the people, and they put that stuff together. Now, what they found was a link or a correlation, a significantly statistical correlation between road traffic noise and waist size, of all things. There was also a link to waist hip ratio, they found that to have increased, and a larger waist was significantly associated with exposure to any of the three kinds of noises that they looked at, with the link was strongest for aircraft noise. Can't make this up. A larger waist-hip ratio was associated with road traffic and aircraft noise. Now, we have my Tampa International Airport, and I can tell you that there are neighborhoods near, some of them are high-end neighborhoods, near the airport. And the flight pattern is right over these neighborhoods. I don't know if I could live in that kind of environment. It's loud. Now, this was an observational study, and the relationships are correlational in nature, not causational. So make of it what you will, but this is not the only study on noise and how it has an impact on our health. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. You don't live near the airport, do you, Stephen?
Nope.
No. Well, we're near MacDill.
Yeah, they don't take off as much as you've got commercial airlines that are constantly up and down. But yeah, we've got the big ones that fly over us.
And every year they have that air show.
Yeah, the
right?
air show. Mm-hmm.
And they fly over the studio here. We're not far from MacDill Air Force Base.
Throw a rock at it.
I know. And you see these jets, they're flying right over the complex here. I mean, you can look up, you can wave to the pilot.
Yeah, it's actually pretty neat because we're kind of in their practice patterns when they go through their runs, and we're in the part where they circle around to come back in, so you get to really see a neat show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. The show does originate, as you guessed now, out of Tampa, Florida. It's live 9 to 11 Eastern every day, so if you want to catch it that way, but you're living in another city, doesn't air at that time, you can do it by going to letstalknutrition.com, and then you can catch it on your smartphone, tablet, or computer.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement, or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Maggie Johnle, educator for Renew Life, will be along here in a moment. I'm going to do a follow-up on a story I reported on yesterday about the quadruplets that were born. That's interesting in and of itself, I guess. You know, having 4 children all at once. Welcome to family life. But what made the story even more provocative, though, was that the mother was 65 years old. Yes, I didn't misspeak. 65-year-old woman gave birth to 4 children, 1 girl, 3 boys. It was a cesarean section. And they were born prematurely. And she's in Berlin, German woman, lives in Berlin. The doctors caring for the quadruplets said that the babies are still in intensive care. They're gaining a little weight. They're being fed the mother's breast milk through feeding tubes. The mother, Annegret Radnick, left intensive care 48 hours, they said, after the delivery, and she's doing well. I mean, now, you think the story would end there, right? No. If you're not familiar with the story, she already had 13 children. The oldest one is 44. The youngest one is 9, not counting the ones who were just born. And they were from 5 other fathers. She traveled abroad to have donated fertilized eggs transferred, a procedure that is illegal in Germany, close quote. That's what was reported. So apparently that's how it was done. I don't know. I don't think there are very many women walking around 65 years old and the prominent thought in their head is to get pregnant and give birth to quadruplets. I don't think so. I guess this lady's wired a little differently, but that's okay. So now you see, 13 plus 4 is 17. 17 kids. And she's 65 years old. She's probably a candidate. What? 7 grandchildren? Okay. She's probably going to be a candidate for canonization when she passes away. I mean, you have to be. That would qualify for sainthood, don't you think, Stephen? I mean, come on, man. I don't know what to make of it. 65. There are people in nursing homes at 65. Miss Johnle, you've had a child or two. I don't know. 65, you up for that?
No, that's why I got him out of the way early.
She's 65 years old. I mean, I can't get that. I can't get over that.
It's pretty crazy.
What do you make of that? You're a woman. When I report on those kind of stories, you have to be very careful how you report on it because you don't want to sound, you don't want to say things that are insensitive.
Right.
But you're a woman. Go ahead. Yeah. How do you react to that? I'm curious. What were you thinking when I said that?
Oh man. Well, my mom's about that age, and I know she is not in any place in her life where she can deal with a screaming baby. Yeah, I mean, maybe it keeps you young. I don't know. Maybe she's on to something.
Maybe she's on something, you said?
On to
on to something. Oh.
One or the other, right? On something or on to something.
My land. I don't know. I probably there's a lot of women listening start shaking their head thinking, it's 65. I would just want to go for a walk. Yeah. I want to enjoy my life. Mm-hmm. Here she is going off getting pregnant.
With triplets, you said?
No. 4.
Quadruplets?
4.
Oh, my gosh.
And she had 13 other ones, the oldest of whom is 44. The youngest is 9, not counting the ones who were just born. And there were 5 different fathers.
Wow. As if 13 weren't enough.
3 would be enough.
And they were naturally conceived? They weren't in vitro?
She traveled abroad to have donated fertilized eggs transferred.
Oh.
She couldn't have that done in Germany. It's illegal in Germany. Mm-hmm. That I didn't know.
That's interesting.
So she went out of the country, got impregnated, artificially, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Came home, gave delivery. She gives a whole new meaning to delivery.
She had that baby fever. She just needed a baby bad.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
I still think genetically, I think there are some risks in doing that. I don't know.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. But nevertheless, I'm glad you stopped by today. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Pretty good. What's your commute like into work? Did you hear me report on that story about commuting into work, that it can lead to burnout?
Oh, no, I missed that part.
Yeah, what's your commute like into work?
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I live maybe 15 minutes south of here, so.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not so much for me.
No?
Oh, well, if I leave early, if I leave at 5 a.m. or 4:45, I'm on the road. But if any time after 6:15, there's a window from 6:15 to it's between 6 and 6:15. That window, you gotta make it within that window. Mm-hmm. Then after that, it is traffic from hell.
Yeah.
So
that's rough because you guys are in Tampa, right?
Right. We're in Tampa, Florida, and I live, about 25, 30 miles from the studio. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stress.
Mm-hmm.
And because for me, the giveaway is my digestive tract.
Oh,
I can just feel, you can just feel it. You can, oh my goodness, that's where it manifests for me right away. Mm. So you've been on my show a number of times. Yeah. And we've talked about enzymes, probiotics, and fiber. What I thought we would try to do today is talk about the process itself, the digestive process. And a lot of people assume a lot of things about digestion that are not necessarily true. And so maybe we can talk about enzymes, probiotics, fiber, why they're important, but within the context of the process itself. And there are 2 main parts to digestion. There's mechanical digestion and there's chemical digestion. And then you have chemical and mechanical digestion in the mouth, right? In the stomach, small intestine, and so on. And it's different as you move through the process. Different enzymes, different mechanical things going on. It's a very complicated process. We'll see if we can talk about this and paint a picture that is easily grasped, making it relevant why enzymes, probiotics, and fiber are so critical then. Be back.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Do you know what's in your multivitamin? Is your multivitamin just synthetic, chemically processed vitamins and minerals that lack the whole food benefits found in nature? Or does it deliver much more? New Chapter takes vitamins and minerals another step, delivering whole food cultured multivitamins. Why cultured? There's a long tradition of fermenting foods with good bacteria to create gentle, cultured products. Yogurt and miso are great examples of healthy, cultured foods. New Chapter brings culturing to multivitamins using special recipes of live probiotics and organic fruits and vegetables to transform each individual nutrient. The results? New Chapter whole food cultured multivitamins, gentle enough to take anytime, even on an empty stomach. Discover the New Chapter difference. Nutrition cultured for your benefit. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. NZ Medica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
If I had to guess, probably most people through their lifetime wouldn't give two wits about this thing called the digestion, other than when they have indigestion, heartburn, they got some digestive issue, and we just take it for granted, as we do. That's just the nature of human nature. But this business of digestion is the foundation of a person's health. Your digestive system. I know that you hear people say that, and you've heard me say it, and it is. And you believe that too, don't you, Maggie?
Absolutely. It's what we were founded on.
I would think.
Yeah.
Now, and again, what we're going to try to do today, it's not easy to do. Rather than just talking about enzymes, probiotics, and fiber, maybe if we talked about them within the context of the process, and this process is multi-stepped, multi-staged, and I'll give you an acronym to help you remember. Maybe these elements, enzymes, fiber, probiotics, will make more sense, and you'll understand why they're so relevant, why people such as Maggie Johnle from Renew Life are very enthusiastic about trying to encourage people to do better with their digestive health and getting some enzymes, probiotics, and fiber into their body. So what happens here, just to set this up for Maggie, is you eat food. You got whole food, hopefully. It's got to be broken down into smaller substances so that your body can absorb them for absorption and metabolism. Now, digestion, absorption, and metabolism. There's another piece of this called transport. So the acronym is DATM, D-A-T-M. If you can think of it this way, you have to have, the food has to be prepared in process so that it goes through the stages of digestion, absorption, transportation, and metabolism. In that order, DATM. Now, datum, D-A-T-U-M, is plural for singular for data. So datum, that's the acronym, D-A-T-M. Digestion, absorption, transportation, and metabolism. Okay. Now, digestion, that's where the food's broken down in your gastrointestinal tract to release the nutrients in the food. A lot of people don't understand that this is, Maggie, the nutrients in food are chemicals, and they're these bonds, chemical bonds, and that's where the energy is, and you have the nutrients in the foods. But these foods that we're consuming have to be broken down. You just can't, it's not just you eat your protein-based food or fat or carbohydrate, and somehow the nutrients just get into your bloodstream and into the cells. If it only were that easy, right?
Right. Well, it's exactly as you stated. People take it for granted, and they think, well, I'm going to eat, and that food will then impart to me all of the things that it is or it has potential to be, the energy, the nutrients, the vitamins, all the things you eat food, all the reasons why people eat food in general. But there's a lot of steps involved, and it really begins before you eat. It's sort of interesting. It's something that our founder, Brenda Watson's talked about for a number of years, is just the overall experience of eating food. You know, nowadays we're all rushing around. We're eating in our cars. We're eating standing up. I do that a lot. I'm guilty of that because I'm busy, you know. You just kind of cramp things down and don't think about what's happening. But the smell of the food, the way the food looks, all these things will trigger saliva in your mouth, and the saliva contains the enzymes, so the actual beginning of digestion occurs right there in the mouth.
Okay.
So we start to chew food at that point, and the enzymes that are naturally secreted from your mouth will snap into action and break apart the bonds, at least mechanically at that point, with chewing, and then also chemically as the enzymes start to break down parts of the food.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that very beginning step that people forget about.
And you have to think about this again. So when you look at the overall process of food of breaking down food so that it gets into a form, into a chemical form that the cells can use. Mm-hmm. All right? If you think about that's what this overall process of digestion, absorption, transportation, and metabolism contribute to. datum, D-A-T-M. That's the acronym. And your body's cells can't use the nutrients as you eat them. They got to be transformed. They got to be changed into something else so that the cells can ultimately use them. And so, by the way, the transport, of course, you could guess that's getting, once they get broken down, you got to those chemicals got to get transported to the cells. So we'll get there. But you alluded to the two things to keep in mind now. We're going to walk you through this. We're going to take you from your mouth through your stomach to the small intestines to the cells. You got mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. Mechanical and chemical. And those two processes go on in each parts of the system of your digestive tract, in the mouth, in the stomach, and small intestine. There's mechanical and chemical. So you mentioned mechanical, that the beginning in the mouth, the muscles and the nerves and the walls of the this is interesting, will start to get stimulated, if you will. But you mentioned that this all begins with the smelling of the food, the looking at the food. You're stimulating yourself. You're getting yourself ready to eat, right? Mm-hmm. Right? You're setting it all up. So when we come back, we'll walk through this, and we'll take it. We'll walk you through the process: digestion in the mouth and the esophagus, digestion in the stomach, and then digestion in the small intestine. All right, mouth, stomach, small intestine, and you got mechanical and chemical going on in each of those sectors. And you get enzymes released and so on and so forth. And you'll hear Maggie talk about, when we get to the enzymes, and these enzymes, it happens right away. Like with carbohydrate, amylase gets released in the mouth, right? And we'll explain. You'll see. Then sometimes people, though, they don't have enough digestive enzymes. They have some particular digestive issue, nutritional issue. They don't have enough enzymes. It could be a genetic issue. Then, of course, there's probiotics that can help with other things in the process, as you'll see. And then there's fiber, which then really helps a lot, too. So we're going to talk about those three things, but within this process. Not so easy to do. But be patient. Maybe by the time we're all done, we'll be thoroughly enough confused that we'll understand it. We'll be back with Maggie Johnle.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you just dialed in and if you carried over from the first portion of the show, we appreciate that. Stick around. I'm going to try to talk about enzymes, probiotics, and fiber, but to do that in a way that will make sense within the overall digestive process. You can talk about those three things, and it's an easier task just to talk about them and then say what they are, what they do, and then you're done. But to talk about them within the context of the digestive process itself, which is a multi-step process, involves more than, if you just say digestion, it doesn't capture it all, because there's digestion, absorption, transportation, if you will, and metabolism. They're all involved in getting food from one form into another. You eat protein, carbohydrate, and fat kinds of foods. Unfortunately, the way what you eat has to be, it just can't be absorbed that way. The molecules are far too big. Everything has to be broken down, and it takes time to do that. And it's a process, and it all assumes that all the parts of the plumbing, if you will, are working. And it can get even very difficult if, unfortunately, there are things that are structurally wrong with the system. So we're going to assume for the moment a normal functioning digestive system. And to understand this, you have digestion in your mouth, digestion in your stomach, digestion in your small intestine. Now, there's some process too that involves the large intestine, but we'll focus a lot on the mouth, the stomach, and the small intestine. All involved in getting the food that you ate, whatever it was, a protein, a carbohydrate, or a fat, processed ultimately so that the molecules get broken down into a state that can get absorbed, that can become assimilated into the cell. That's the end game. So it can be used for metabolism. Easy to say it just that way. Now, as we go along, you'll hear me talk about mechanical and chemical digestion. Both of those things occur in the mouth, in the stomach, and the small intestine. Mechanical and chemical. They got to work, got to have both in order to get this food broken down and ultimately assimilated into the cells. It's for the nutrients to be absorbed. That's the point. They've got to go through the series of mechanical and chemical changes. Has to happen. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. Mechanical digestion, generally speaking, involves motility, gastrointestinal motility, where your muscles and your nerves work together to produce motility, to move this food along. Then you have the muscles and nerves working together. Now, there's different muscles, different nerves. Won't get into that conversation, but just to understand that. That's the mechanical part. And then the chemical part, where you have gastrointestinal secretions, hydrochloric acid, enzymes, mucus, water and electrolytes, bile. Okay? So it's mechanical and chemical. Chewing is also implicated, of course, in the mechanical part. I'm just trying to sort of sketch this generally, and then when I bring Maggie back on, we'll get into it specifically so that you understand this. So in each sector of the digestive system, your mouth, your stomach, and your small intestine, you're going to have both mechanical digestion going on and chemical digestion. And what happens with the different foods that you eat, protein, carbohydrate, and fat, the chemical digestion can be different and is different, will implicate different enzymes and so on. That's why when you buy, for example, enzyme products from Renew Life, you'll see that the enzyme products have different kinds of enzymes in the product. So far so good, right? Mechanical, chemical, mouth, stomach, small intestine. The mechanical is just as the mechanical sets things up. You got to have the mechanical breakdown of food to help. The mechanical breakdown helps the chemical breakdown. It sort of like prepares the food to be chemically processed. So when you put the food in your mouth, you chew on it. Mastication. You heard Maggie say that. You got to chew the food. They say chew your food. It becomes very, very important to do that. That's part of the mechanical, generally speaking now, in the mouth, chewing the food. Then the chemical digestion in your mouth, there is an enzyme that's secreted. It's called salivary amylase, also called ptyalin. Amylase is a starch-splitting enzyme. So when you eat a carbohydrate, a starch carbohydrate, amylase, it gets released in your mouth. There's some glands in your mouth called von Ebner's glands that will release the amylase. It's in the back of your tongue. Now, these small glands at the back of the tongue, these von Ebner glands, secrete what they all. I misspoke. They secrete lingual lipase. Lingual lipase is primarily used by babies to help them digest the milk. Later in life, it's not needed. Adults don't use the lingual lipase for digestion of milk fat. But the von Ebner glands in babies, that's what it does. The amylase, when you eat a carbohydrate, a starch carbohydrate, amylase it's immediately in your mouth. So in your mouth, then, you got the mechanical, the chewing, and you have, with carbohydrate, starch, you have a chemical. And this is interesting. You know, you put food in your mouth, you think, okay, food's in my mouth, and there's a lot going on here. Then you go to your stomach. You got mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. And with the mechanical digestion, the muscles and the nerves are acting so that it moves the food along. Remember I talked about this motility business, right? Moving the food along. And when you put the food in your mouth, then when you're chewing it and then you swallow it, it's called a bolus. So you have these individual bolus lumps that are going down your esophagus and into your stomach. And so when within the stomach, muscles gradually begin to literally knead, store, and mix and propel the food mass in a slow, controlled movements. And again gets mixed into this semi-liquid acid food mix called chyme. This is in your stomach now. And then you have other things going on, but you got this mass called chyme, and it's all by preparation. See, this is the getting ready for the chemical digestion in your stomach, where you have acid, mucus, and enzymes in your stomach. All getting ready to do what? Get it all into the small intestine, where it then can be further broken down and digested, then absorbed in that small intestine. You see how complicated this can get? And this is just a sketch. That's why when you don't have enough enzymes and your digestive system's unhealthy, you don't have enough the microflora is all upside down, the system can get upside down, and none of this can happen properly. That's when you get into trouble.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Maggie Johnle is my guest, an educator from Renew Life. We're talking about enzymes, probiotics, and fiber, but how do they fit into this process of digestion? I was trying to sort of sketch this process where you have digestion, absorption, transport, and metabolism all implicated here. Remember, you're ultimately digesting food, breaking it all down so that it ultimately can get into the cell. To make that happen is it's a complicated process. Maggie, welcome back. Most of what happens in the mouth and in the stomach is mechanical digestion. There is some chemical digestion. You have hydrochloric acid in the stomach. You have pepsin that's in the stomach, that enzyme that breaks down. It's a protein splitting enzyme. But most of what happens in the mouth and the stomach is pretty mechanical, setting things up for the chemical and mechanical digestion in the small intestine where most of the action happens, right?
Yeah, we have to break the food down into smaller pieces first, and that's, of course, where chewing comes in and mixing the food with the saliva, because that's what a lot of people forget, that very beginning step when you're chewing your food. You think, well, I just need to get it down in my stomach because the stomach is where digestion begins, but no, it's in the mouth first, of course.
Mechanical is chewing and churning. Mm-hmm. Chewing and churning, and the chemical implicates saliva, acid, and enzymes.
Right.
So if you can think of it that way. So we're in the small intestine. Okay, now here's where we got a lot of things going on. We got peristalsis, which happens in the stomach too. You know, the contracting and relaxing of the muscles, moving along, nerves involved and all of that. This also happens in the small intestine. And then you have the chemical breakdown. This is where these pancreatic enzymes come into play, intestinal enzymes, mucus, bile, and hormones. Small intestine is where this is where most of the chemical action happens.
Yeah, we've got the very beginning of the small intestine here, right by the pyloric valve, that all the stuff is leaving the stomach and heading into the small intestine. That first about 12 inches or so is called the duodenum, and that's where all the magic happens. That's where the pancreatic enzymes get released. That's where the bile gets released onto the food. And each of these secretions is really important to the digestion of certain kinds of food. In particular, the bile, for instance, is not going to necessarily digest fat, but it will emulsify fat.
That's right.
It'll make it a little bit easier for the lipase enzymes in the small intestine to start working, and, of course, the lipase enzymes from the pancreas to start working, too.
So this is
very important step.
This is also intricate. I mean, when you really get into it and you start to break down the steps even further, it's hard to do on a talk show. So you sort of have to you sort of have to sketch it. But if you can just keep thinking that you got the mouth, the stomach, the small intestine, ultimately end up in the large intestine, and in each of those sectors, though, is mechanical and chemical digestion going on. If you can just keep that in mind, then you at least have a general understanding of what's going on in your body to get this food broken down. It's got to break it down. It's got to get broken down into a form that the cells can assimilate and use in metabolism to make ATP and so on. So enzymes like pancreatic amylase will convert starch into disaccharides and maltose and sucrose. You got trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxylic peptidase, pancreatic lipase, all these different enzymes going on. Then you got intestinal enzymes that are released. A bunch of enzymes happening and working here. You sell enzyme products. If a person picks up the bottle, they notice that there are all kind of different enzymes in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Explain why.
There's so many enzymes, and I can understand why people get confused by them, because you think to yourself, well, I'll just take an enzyme, one. And really, that will only work if you eat one kind of food only. And that's just kind of impossible. I mean, even pure, like a steak, for instance, is not just protein. It's fat, it's other things. So we do have to really think about diversifying our enzymes accordingly because of what we eat and, of course, the amount of cooked and processed foods that we consume. Because we've been talking so far about how there's enzymes everywhere, and so someone might think to themselves, well, sounds like we're covered. We got plenty of enzymes. There's enzymes in the mouth, enzymes in the stomach, enzymes in the small intestine, the pancreas, etc. But they are secreted as needed for the food, but they can be overstimulated as well, and we only have so many enzymes. Mm-hmm. So the food enzymes that we consume, naturally occurring enzymes in raw foods, are great, but if we process our foods, if we cook them at all, we're depleting the enzymes that we had in that original food.
So you get enzymes in the food, but you also, your body has the ability to synthesize and make enzymes. Mm-hmm. So you got enzymes inherently in the food. If you overcook it, overprocess it, like Maggie's saying, it becomes dead food. So no enzymes there. Now it's all on your body to make the enzymes to digest that food that's now dead food. It's enzymatically dead. And the enzymes speed everything up. Without the enzymes, it would take forever. You would be dead before the stuff would be digested.
It's a lot tougher. Yeah, it's a lot tougher without it. And there's also this interesting probiotic connection here, too, because if the food that you consume doesn't get digested, then what ends up happening to it is it putrefies, and it can lead to bad bacteria just basically being encouraged to grow and flourish in the gut. So you have more bad bacteria, you have negative bacteria creating negative toxins, etc. So you have a pretty negative situation setting up here if we're not careful. So enzymes really help to maintain healthy balance of flora too, in so much that they help all those foods to digest properly, which is, of course, the way it should be.
Mm-hmm. So chemical digestion in the small intestine, that's where most of the action happens, and in terms of chemical digestion. We'll come back, we'll tell you about specific enzyme products from Renew Life.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine, for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
From
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. We take it for granted that we eat food and somehow we say it gets digested. Oh, well, let me tell you, it's far more complicated than most people really understand or appreciate. But we're just sort of trying to give you that sense of it, a sense of appreciation for what's going on here. And it's even more complicated than we can describe for radio. Now, nevertheless, what you need to know for sure is that you need certain enzymes to make all this happen. The body will make certain enzymes and help with the digestion. But your food also has them. But if the food's not good food, whole food, over processed food, enzymes not there, the food is dead. Now you got an enzyme problem. And then, of course, how do you keep your digestive system healthy? Probiotics comes into play, and of course the fiber. So in a bottle, what are some of the enzyme products that you have at Renew Life?
Well, we have our brand new Digest Smart line of enzymes, which is the best enzyme line that we've seen in a long time because it's super comprehensive. It's got 25 raw active enzymes. They are guaranteed potent, which is kind of a new thing. And they're going to kind of run the gamut. They're going to help to digest proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and have a couple of extra little ingredients like peppermint, ginger, things like rhodiola in the women's formula, a couple of unique identifying ingredients just to kind of set them apart. So they would really help to provide that additional comprehensive digestion that you're looking for because, I mean, ultimately what we want to do is we want to feel good after we eat. We don't want to have occasional gas and bloating and digestion, that kind of thing, and enzymes can really help with that. We also want to absorb the nutrients. I mean, this whole time we've been talking about how important it is to digest your food first so that it can be absorbed, so that you can get all those really important nutrients in to the bloodstream and get them activated. So that's really what enzymes help to provide.
What are some of the enzymes you have in that product?
Well, we have pretty much all of them. We have papain, we have bromelain, some plant enzymes for protein digestion. We have protease for protein digestion. We have so many others that are on the label, and they all digest unique things. And I think that's where people kind of get confused. They think,
right.
Gosh, why is there so many? And what are all these measurements, and what do they mean?
Right.
And because every enzyme is uniquely shaped and formed for that particular food it breaks down,
right,
there's got to be a lot of them.
Right. And so if you think of enzymes as tools, you need different tools to work on different nutrients. Carbohydrate, protein, and fat are chemically different from one another. Everybody understands that. The enzymes that your body synthesizes or otherwise makes will break those macronutrients down, help break them down into a form, into smaller and smaller forms, so that they can be absorbed through. Absorption happens in the small intestine. All right, they got to be broken down. The enzymes speed, they're catalysts. They speed the process up. Without the enzymes, it would take forever for that food to be digested and broken down. So you have all those. That's why you have all these different enzymes in that product. What's the name of the product?
Digest Smart.
Digest Smart.
Yeah.
So, again, keeping in mind, then there's still mechanical digestion going on in your small intestine. You still have peristalsis. You still have the muscles relaxing and contracting in that small intestine, moving things along as well. And then, of course, in the stomach, you had chemical digestion going on with the acid, hydrochloric acid in the stomach. And then you had peristalsis in the stomach. So there's mechanical and chemical going along hand in hand all the way through this process. The assimilation part is where the nutrients move out of the small intestine, transported by the bloodstream to the cells. That's where assimilation happens. If the food was digested properly, broken down into its best form, then assimilation should happen relatively easily, and the nutrients get into the cell, and then you have metabolism going on. That's the process. Digestion, absorption, transportation, and metabolism. No enzymes, you're in trouble. Unhealthy digestive tract with lack of microflora, got a problem. No fiber, you got a problem. So you got to keep the parts working, and that's where the probiotics and the fiber come into play, right?
Yeah, they all kind of connect, and that's why it's important to discuss, as you have today, sort of a little bit more, context for digestive supplements, because we tend to think of them sort of working in this vacuum, like they don't relate to each other, but they do so much, and that's part of why we at Renew Life have been focusing on digestive care, and we've kind of stuck to that over the last 15 years, because there's so much to do. There's so much help to provide. People's digestive systems are just woefully unprepared for the types of diets we have.
Why do these good bacteria, why are they so important in terms of keeping the system healthy, these probiotics?
Well, they do a number of important functions. The one that's really kind of cool and connected to what we've been talking about so far is probiotics actually make enzymes. It's part of their makeup. That's what they do. They secrete enzymes, and it's part of the reason why fermented foods are so awesome to eat, because the probiotics that work on fermenting the food also create enzymes in the process, making that fermented food so much easier to digest. So probiotics kind of help to support digestive balance in that way. They make vitamins for us, for instance. They help with overall digestive balance and relieve digestive discomfort.
Yep.
And help with the immune system.
Let's go to Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Denise, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to have you on today.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. 3 questions.
Sure.
How do we avoid getting gas from eating the fiber? I think that's why a lot of people don't eat it.
Right.
Do we take probiotics with our vitamins and with food to act as a digestive aid? And what do you do with people that have low acid in their stomach and not enough to digest their food?
All right. 3 good questions. Go ahead, Maggie, and I'll chime in.
Well, let's start with the first one. The first question you asked was
gas. When people eat fiber, like when they eat, let's say they start to eat some vegetables or they take a supplement product with fiber in it, they notice they get gas and bloating. Why is that?
Well, a lot of common fiber supplements will cause gas because they swell and they cause bloating. You can avoid that by choosing a different fiber supplement first and foremost. I mean, you can look at something that has a little bit more insoluble fiber, so more of the roughage that you need, and that can help to reduce the gas. But
there's a little tip though too when if you're going to take a fiber supplement, start smart with small doses, and drink a lot of water. Fiber is indigestible. Enzymes can't break fiber down. That people think that fiber gets no, fiber does not get digested. It's indigestible. Okay, we don't have enzymes for that. You can't buy them in a bottle, and your body doesn't make them. Also, Maggie, isn't it true sometimes when people eat certain fruits and vegetables, they don't have enough enzymes? That can cause gas and bloating too. When we come back, we'll have you address that. Don't hang up, Denise.
We live in an age of fast information, high-speed communication, instant gratification, rapid transit, ready-mixed, pre-cooked, heat and serve, and living life on a moment's notice. But when it comes to staying healthy, you pause for a moment. Jarrow Formulas has been formulating high-quality nutritional products for over 30 years and has been a leader in the research and development of some of the most effective, affordable, and cutting-edge natural health solutions in the world. At Jarrow Formulas, they understand that distinction does not happen overnight and that a reputation for excellence is only earned through many years of persistence. Their staff of scientists and health professionals insist on doing things the old-fashioned way, with clinical studies and scientific research. They believe that the true test of a quality company is the purity, potency, and good value of its products and meeting the highest expectation of those who matter most, their customers. For more information about their superior formulas and to request free samples of their leading brands, please go to www.jarrow.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Michael Garko. Did you know that over 20 million people in the United States suffer from some form of joint pain? If you have joint or muscle pain, Flexin can help. Good joints are an essential part of everyday life, and the lack of healthy joints can prevent you from enjoying daily activities and rob you of a better quality of life. Flexin is specially formulated with CM8 to provide the pain relief and support your joints need. Flexin CM8 is designed to lubricate your joints and muscles while reducing inflammation and supporting stronger cartilage. Flexin isn't just another glucosamine supplement, it's much more. Its extraordinary formula is composed of powerful ingredients and a special blend of enzymes that make digestion and absorption fast and easy, with results in as little as 1 week. So if you want to enjoy everyday activities again and improve your quality of life, look no further than Flexin. For more information, call 1-800-NPAIN. That's 1-800-NPAIN, or visit your local fine health food store and pick up a bottle of Flexin today.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids for kids and grown-ups alike? Nordic Naturals, the #1 fish oil in the U.S., offers omega-3s for everyone. In fact, Nordic Naturals has one of the largest product portfolios in the world. Our best-selling Ultimate Omega is available in soft gels or liquid, both with a light, clean lemon flavor and no fishy aftertaste. This concentrated formula has been clinically shown to support heart health. For children, kids everywhere love Nordic Naturals Children's DHA, offered in great-tasting strawberry liquid or chewable soft gels. New Omega Boost is a creamy, delicious formulation of omega-3s. With its great mango taste and velvety smooth texture, Nordic Naturals Omega Boost is a great choice for the whole family. Nordic Naturals carefully manages every step of production of our omega-3 fish oils from boat to bottle, so you can count on Nordic Naturals to be exceptionally pure, fresh, and effective. Nordic Naturals for kids and grown-ups alike. Available at natural products retailers or online at NordicNaturals.com.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. It's very simple. Where does most of the chemical digestion take place in the digestive tract? In your mouth, in your stomach, or in your small intestine? I gave you the answer several times. Where does most of the chemical digestion take place in the digestive tract? In your mouth, in your stomach, or in your small intestine. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK is a toll-free number. Right answer, $25 gift card. Denise in Lansdale asked 3 excellent questions. The first one was, why is it that when people eat fiber or fibrous foods, they get gas and bloating? My guest was talking about, I was also, things are rolling around in my head, or there's a million things I could say. Maggie, if somebody eats, for example, if they're not accustomed to eating fruits and vegetables, well, they'll eat them, then all of a sudden they notice they get gas and bloating. Oftentimes that's because the digestive enzymes aren't working properly. They don't have enough. Something's gone awry enzymatically, and they're not getting broken down enough, and they get sent off into the large intestine, and they ferment in there, and that's what causes gas and bloating, right?
Well, a lot of people think of things like beans and cruciferous vegetables and starchy veggies that can kind of be a little bit tougher to break down.
Right.
Supplementing with enzymes is known to help. In fact, one of the better-selling enzymes out there that most people are familiar with is really just the enzyme alpha-galactosidase, which is one of the enzymes that helps. But a good comprehensive formula that includes a bunch of different enzymes would be best.
And what was the second question, Denise?
Second question is, what do you do when you don't have enough acid in your stomach?
Good question. And that's often a problem. Acid, remember I said, acid is involved in chemical breakdown of food, and the hydrochloric acid in your stomach helps prepare the food for further chemical breakdown than in the small intestine. So what happens, Maggie, when there is not enough hydrochloric acid? Can you do anything about that?
Yeah, well, that's frequently the case. I mean, the more you look into it, the more people have low acid, especially as they get older. So you can supplement with hydrochloric acid. A lot of people don't realize that, but you can get your hands on some really good high-quality betaine hydrochloric acid, and you can find that in a number of enzyme supplements. We have a couple of products with hydrochloric acid supplementally. One in particular is Parazyme, which is really great for that. That can help with protein digestion in particular. It can help with preventing occasional heartburn. It's just a wonderful enzyme to try.
And the third question you had?
Should you take your probiotics with your meals and vitamins to digest your nutrients, or on an empty stomach?
Well, the idea with probiotics mostly is to get them into the lower intestinal tract and colon where they belong. Although probiotics can be helpful throughout the digestive system, they mostly live there. So taking them with food can sometimes delay the process, since, when you kind of piggyback on food, it can take a little while to get it through the stomach. You kind of want a clear path with a probiotic, so we typically recommend our probiotics between meals. And that way you can kind of get it through the stomach a little faster, protect it from the stomach acid, and get it down to where it needs to be.
Do you take enzymes or probiotics, Denise?
I do. I actually take an enzyme, and then I take the hydrochloric acid along with it at 500 milligrams. And I'm not sure it's working. I still feel bloated, and I feel like I have agita.
Are there any particular foods that when you eat them you have more gas and bloating with particular foods? Have you been able to do that? Isolate that?
Yes. Bananas, any kind of legumes, they all give me gas.
Even when you take a digestive enzyme?
Yeah, I still feel uncomfortable. And I take a fish oil with it, so I'm thinking, is that aggravating it? I don't know.
And does it happen all the time?
No, actually, I know this sounds crazy, but it seems like it happens with the changes of the seasons, the most prevalent.
Like what season?
Summer and springtime, which is really strange.
Really? Okay, that's an interesting connection. I don't quite understand that. That's your experience.
I've had the discomfort since
Well,
of last week.
Well, stress is a factor too. You can't underestimate that. What you might try doing is taking digestive enzymes right before you eat your meal, especially if you're going to eat a starch carbohydrate. Whatever that, beans, legumes, one sort or another. You might want to try that. and then right before you eat. So give them a chance, and then eat, and see if that helps. You can try that.
Is it better to take the betaine and the hydrochloric acid in a supplement or by itself with the enzyme?
What do you think, Maggie?
They can both be, done. We have our digestive enzyme Parazyme that has the hydrochloric acid and enzymes together. It seems
sure you can take them together
quite well. Yeah.
What's the name of that product where you have the enzymes and the betaine together?
Parazyme.
Parazyme. It's called Parazyme by Renew Life. A lot of people, again, I must repeat, fiber, which is a carbohydrate, does not get digested. It's indigestible. Enzymes cannot act on it. Soluble fiber will, in your small intestine, sort of breaks down and absorbs water and expands. The insoluble fiber passes on to the large intestine virtually undigested, and it does its function there to help with, to help people go to the bathroom. But they don't get digested. They do not get digested. There's no enzymes for fiber. When you eat fiber, you have to make sure you drink a lot of water, but you have to have good probiotics set up. Maggie talked about that because the fiber is the food for probiotics, right, Maggie?
That's right.
See? And they make 1 million fiber products at Renew Life. That's their business, digestive care and health. You should visit their website. Go to your health store up in Lansdale. You have a great health store up there in Lansdale, or two. You have more than one. They'll have Renew Life products, I am sure. Denise, 3 great questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go to Dunedin. David, where does most of the chemical digestion in our body take place? In the mouth, the stomach, or small intestine?
Small intestine.
Congratulations. You won a $25 gift card, David. Thank you for listening, and thank you for calling, David. Maggie, thank you for participating today. This is not easy to do, to talk about digestion on the radio.
Not at all.
But you did a great job. We appreciate it. Renew Life. Take their product. Why? Because your health is your wealth.